Hi there guys, it's Dan here from Trading College, just with your update in the markets. Wanted to start here with the Dow Jones. Weekly, we still have, still red on the PTS. We've had quite the rally, obviously very bullish market, has been for a long time. But we're still red here on the PTS here, and now we've actually got for next week one of our strategies setting up, which is the Trend Predictor, this little arrow up here. And so if I just hide that, yeah, we got this arrow here, which saying next week could be a good down week. Continued loss of momentum on our storyteller indicator, and we're very flat here, which means there's a big move coming, absolutely a big move coming. So the play here, you can see this kind of ending diagonal, these trend lines that I've drawn. We broke out of that. We're just rallying up into this zone, and we're just waiting for a light red again. And really our trigger for entry on that would be on the daily chart as we look at it. You can see here in terms of the analysis, we're waiting for a red PTS once again, where and we are at a key area here. You can see I've drawn this fib. I'll just draw that again for you kind of live. If I just grab my fib tool from our high, our record high, we had a serious sell-off, PTS doing a great job telling us to get short. And then we've just rallied, we've found support, and we're running right into this zone here on these fibs, 61.8, 76.4. Do we see a ABC, in a serious correction down anywhere, in the next, could be the next day, could be next week. That's what we're looking for in the markets on the Dow Jones. We've had a great push down. Weekly we're still red, and we're just waiting for the next daily red PTS to go short. And it will be in and around this, where we are right now. We saw the markets roll over a little bit in tech stocks last night because of some poor results for Facebook or Meta. And onto that, we can have a look at the Nasdaq, another market that's bearing fruit to the downside for the bears. Sorry. We have, we were in this channel here on the day, and we broke out of this channel again, just rallying back up once more. If we look at the weekly chart, we're still red and down. And actually, if you see here on our storyteller indicator, we're only the first two histograms down here, and we could get a bigger move, more of a move down here. I'll just delete a few of these items. So we're just again back to the strategy, really. Obviously that's a longer term move. We could be seeing this market get down to here, sort of 12,000 zone, which was around about a previous high here, 12,400. It has got space to move down, and the sell-off could continue in the coming weeks and weeks and months even. It is struggling, especially with more of a hawkish sentiment to the federal bank and interest rates and things like that. But just the strategy here with the weekly still red and down. We're just waiting for a red PTS on the daily, and that's our signal to get short again. And just on that, the German DAX, pretty similar really to the Dow. It's holding up a bit better, the German DAX. Pretty similar here. We have this band of support. You can see I've got this box here, and we rallied from that zone again on the daily. Weekly once again is red and down. It's, we've lost this momentum. We're very flat on our storytelling, and that generally means a big move is coming. We're still red, so we're still looking for shorts. Bit of a reversal candle last week, but we're just a bit stuck here. It's not looking quite as good in terms of the pattern as the Dow and the Nasdaq, and might hold up a little better than those markets. If the markets do turn green and turn up, the DAX and even the FTSE are probably the markets that will hold up the best. But yeah, it's really simple strategy. Weekly is red. We're just waiting again for a red PTS. These moving averages are nicely gathered together, for a big move up or down. And I do think there's more downside with that weekly momentum shift on the storyteller. Just then, that's kind of the stock markets really. Just then into some of our Forex pairs. So still expecting some nice strength in the pound. Pound New Zealand dollar has just been doing an absolute, blinder really with this move. We've just, pushed up really nicely. Green PTS really firing here. And we're beyond. We had a couple of consolidation levels, which was here and here. You can see my arrows, and we're beyond that. We've closed beyond those, so the next target really has to be up in these sorts of zones, 21,000, and that's what we'll be looking at. So for any pullbacks, or kind of buying opportunities, if we go to the daily. A really strong trend. So anything, we may little extended here, little separated daily on the moving averages here. So maybe if we just get a couple of down days, maybe next week, we could look to buy again. Cut 200-300 pips down or something. Look for a new buy in the pound New Zealand. It's a really nice trending market. At the moment, so doing well. Pound Aussie is pretty similar here. If we go to the weekly chart, then it's pretty similar. It's around this kind of breakout area. We've certainly broken out, or it was close. It was really close, and we're just having a bit of a pullback, but it's looking good on the storyteller, early days. And actually we had a nice sort of level one long for you guys who know that, you members that know that, that strategy in this market. And yeah, just looking good to the long side, from a swing trade perspective. We are, we've hit a sort of key area, and now we need to sort of break above this 19,200 zone and continue up. But yeah, looking really good. Pound Aussie, pound New Zealand, nice trending trades. Bit white, turning a bit white here on the daily. So we'll see. I think there's no worries about that really. Just a bit of sideways after that sort of kind of double top zone on the previous high. So the next market in the Forex is the euro dollar. So euro dollar has, been so bearish. It's sold off really hard here in the last sort of weeks and months as the as the dollar presented, or the euro, had some weakness. But we had a little bit of a rally in the last day or so, and it's because of down here. You can see in the storyteller this sort of two wave here, and actually we bounced off a really nice kind of fib extension, 127 here, and we this is the weekly. Obviously we just rallied up, and we kind of hit target for that. But overall we're just looking at this in terms of a bigger picture, and this is maybe more on the monthly chart. We found some support here. Do we make a mega move up? And we're hunting this here at Trading College, looking for it as maybe one of a blue whale for 2022. If we continue here, we turn green, we continue up, we could be well up into pricing of old, you know, we look at that on the monthly, you can see we're just losing momentum to the downside here, across the board on the storyteller. And you know, do we continue green? If we break out here, you know, we're pushing up to 12,280, you know, it's 1,000 pips and plus, and go, you know, even up to these kind of levels that were not seen since 2014. So that's what we're kind of hunting, you know, looking for that to see if that's going to play out. I think the way to look at it, you know, we're turning green here on the daily, new green buy signal on the PTS. And you know, we had this two wave on the storyteller, 1, 2 down here, and you know, we're rallying up. So we need to see this continue up. It's at sort of resistance at the moment into the moving averages, so we need to see how this goes. But yeah, it could be a really, you know, nice longer term move to the upside, and that's what we're looking for. Now into a couple of the commodities. So just looking here at crude. You know, crude's been so bullish. It's just been a fantastic trade to the long side, and you know, we were not far off hitting $90, which is still our target here, really, for bullish price action. You know, if not even $100 in the coming weeks and months. You know, it doesn't look like it's stopping really. We're still green on the storyteller, still green on the candles and the pricing. You know, the daily here, a little bit of a loss of momentum at these highs. So what we'll be looking for in the next sort of coming weeks is maybe just a little bit of a pullback, a little bit of red on the board, anywhere into these zones, sort of $83 to $80 maybe. I think the market could find some support there, just, you know, these previous support level here. We draw a bit of a box, you know, anywhere around here. If we might turn red, pop down for a few days, and then we turn green again on the PTS, on the pro trading system, green PTS buy. So, you know, crude just having a little bit, you know, potential having a little bit of a pullback, little bit of a consolidation, and then we rally again and maybe push to that $90 to $100 in the coming weeks and months. Gold here, just the other commodity I wanted to look at. So gold here, a little bit of a complex sort of chart at the moment. We've got sort of these symmetrical triangles going on. If we look at that on the weekly, you know, trying to keep it simple and look at it simply. On the weekly here, it is white, and we have a very flat storyteller, and we're looking at this here at Trading College as potential of a, you know, a big move, because we've got a very flat storyteller. We've been consolidating sideways, and so we're just waiting for really the next commitment from the pro trading system, and that could be up or down. The feeling is, you know, mainly because of the monthly chart, and I think I mentioned this in our last update, you know, do we do this again that we had back in kind of 2012, 2013, where we just falter at the highs and we have a good push down? You know, we're losing momentum on the monthly here. And that would suggest that we favor the downside. And of course, weekly here, we're white on the pro trading system, which generally means kind of no trade or hold and wait. And daily, and we did turn red for a minute there, and we're looking for some more downside. We're stalking this. I think we're coming to a phase in the market where we're going to have a big move, and there's quite a strong trend line, this weekly trend line here. You know, I think if we push down, we turn red on the pro trading system. We've got one of our nice trend predictor arrows here from last week. If we do break down and we kind of breach this 1,000 780, this sort of zone, and we have a nice solid good few days down, giving us a nice weekly red PTS. I think that could be a lovely swing trade down, and we could be back down quite quickly to 1667 zone, this previous low here. And beyond, as we look at the weekly, that back down to the 200 period moving average. So that's really the markets that I'm looking at and we're interested in, and I hope that helps for you guys. Happy trading, and I shall speak to you next week. Thanks, guys.